Good morning, y'all. It's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. Let me just pull you up. I know we have been waiting on the lantern for quite a while, at least a couple weeks now. But I finally got it in, so let's do it. Let's do it. Hey. Then I've got comments. We are good to go. There we go. Good morning, y'all. So we are going to do the lantern, and we are going to do it on the oval with this baby eucalyptus. So I have already started. So we're going to be using that. And I've got a couple different greeneries that we're going to add to it once I get the main part done. And y'all know I don't know flowers. I don't know greenery. I know that one, but that's it. So we're going to add this different greenery to it once we get it all together. And we're just going to glue that in. Okay, here is our lantern, and let's go ahead and let me show you how I put the lantern. Now the lantern comes with the lantern. It comes with the light inside. It comes with the batteries. But what I did was I actually unscrewed this part, and it came with the screwdriver as well. I unscrewed that, took it off, and then there's holes here that I ran my pipe cleaners through. And then here there was only one, so I ran it from the inside to that hole. That we have two places that we can attach it at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to bring you down a little bit so I can show you how we're going to do that top. And I've got it all right here. So this is the top of the lantern, so it just screws right in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, and I'm hoping this works. I haven't tried it. We're going to take a pipe cleaner, and we're going to wrap it around that part that we're going to screw in. Give it a couple twists, and now let's screw it in, and hopefully it will be good, and we can attach this to the frame. And that's the way we're going to attach the top of it, okay? So, let's see if that works. And it didn't work. It didn't screw all the way in. Let me see if I can screw it a little bit more. If not, we will E6000 it right in place. And it's not. It's going to stay. So let's grab our E6000, and we'll go ahead and attach this now. That way, hopefully, we'll be able to use it by the end of this live. Okay? So this is just E6000. And I'm just going to put a little bit on those part that we're going to put into the lantern. Making sure my pipe cleaner is in the back, and hoping that it adheres. It will stay for sure. But the E6000 does take a little time to cure. Okay. Good morning, y'all. So we've got 3 places now we can attach it. Here, and then 2 at the bottom. Okay, so we're going to let that sit, and we'll deal with it at the end. Okay, so I'm going to sit that right there. Now this baby eucalyptus I got from Craft Outlet, I think a couple years ago. So this is what the bush looks like, and I just cut it all up, and you can get 10 pieces from this bush. And I put 3 pieces in each zip tie. Okay? Your dog? Funny. So, one of y'all do the math. I forgot. So there's 40 sets of zip ties, and you need 3 in each one. So that is what, 120? And then 120 divided by 10, I think will give you how many bushes you need. Okay? So, it's raining. Uh-oh. No, I love that you floated my boat, shared. Thank you so much. So the next thing, and we're going to put a bow. So for the bow, we can either use this herringbone, which I absolutely love. So it gives it a little more of a classy look. Or we can use this that will give it more of a farmhouse look. So y'all let me know which one I should use. The SKU number for this bush is 285813. I'll say it one more time. 285813 is the SKU for this bush that I got from Craft Outlet. Now, it has been a couple years since I got it, so I'm not sure if they have any more, but that's where I did get it. Okay? So, let me bring you down a little bit more, and let's get this bad boy finished up. So, let me get these kind of out of our way. All right, so when I cut it all up, this is kind of what it looks like. Okay, so I'm putting 3 in each zip tie. So 1, 2, 3. Now you may be able to get away with 2, but I started out at 3, so I'm just going to finish at 3. Good morning, good morning. So zip tie that up. And then I just kind of fluff it up. Got an extra piece in there. So just kind of fluff it up and make it bushy. Bushy, bushy. So 1, 2. 3. Smells like it's gonna snow. Have fun. Have fun with that. So this part will go pretty quickly. And hopefully I have enough cut. I just kind of estimated. And this one is available on my website. It is under live. What is today? 1/12/23. So if you want it, go grab it. It's snowing there already. Oh, I need to take that piece. So when you cut this bush up, there will be some singles, but I just put 3 of those singles together. That way we don't waste any part of this bush. Is it snowing there? Just keep it there. But I like how this is nice and full. The greenery is called baby eucalyptus. You're welcome. I am going to have to cut a little bit more off of the other one. So did anybody figure out how many bushes? Who did the math? Anybody? It's too early for all that, isn't it? All right, so we need 3, 6, 9. So y'all will get to see how I'm cutting up this bush, because we're going to need this whole bush. 10, 12, get 11 just in case. Okay, so I'm just pulling those outside ones down. We're going to clip those off. I think with this one, it'll make it 11 then, right? Okay. And then I should have brought my big daddy in. We'll get the super big daddy. Now, I don't normally use this one unless I'm doing the bike wheels, but because it's in here, we'll use it. But I use this on my bike wheels because that little cutter is not gonna go through all that. Thanks for floating my boat. 12, okay. Okay, and then I'm going to pull these back. And I'm going to cut off that middle piece. Okay, it was easier in the kitchen when I was doing it. Okay, there we go. And then we take this piece. There's 6 on there. I cut this one in half. Okay, so we have 2 more pieces. See, I told you I use it all, y'all. Okay, another piece. And another piece, and then we have the single. Remember I told you you'd have a single? Craft Outlet doesn't have it now? Okay. Well, I know that's initially where I got it, but so many things have changed over the last couple years. Good morning. On our last row. All right. Greens from Amazon, they might have it. Probably a little more expensive. All right, so let's just fluff that up. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Now we're going to add these other greens just for the, additional color, texture, all that kind of stuff. And for these, I'm just going to glue them in. Let me just separate them. I did get them cut for y'all, so I just took those bushes and cut them down. And then we're just going to kind of spread these out. Now I'm still following that same kind of direction. So if you see a hole or any place that you see a zip tie, anything like that, this is our fill in. Okay, so we'll just get a little bit of glue, come up under, stick it in, just to add a little bit of the different green. Good morning. Oh, you like my shirt? I had Mammy T's Designs make this for me, just because I thought it was hilarious. My cousin had actually shared it, and I sent it to my good friend, and she's like, I'll make it for you. It pays to have good friends. Link for the greens. I gave the SKU. I guess Craft Outlet does not have it anymore, but the SKU, I will say one more time, 285813. 285813. It's a 14-inch baby eucalyptus bush. So I'm just going to use all that I cut up. You love me. You love me. Since I already cut all this up, and I may add more. We'll just see. Got one more piece. You're welcome. We'll just kind of put it right there. All right, now let's add, aren't these pretty? And I was going through the greenery, and I was like, that's really cute. Late to the party. Probably don't need that long. Cut it down just a little bit. Lori is getting better day by day. She is, I've heard, gonna try to go live this weekend. But we do, what is today? Today's Thursday. We do have somebody going live on her page today and tomorrow, just so she doesn't feel like she has to go live. Because one thing we're trying to do is get her to slow down, right? So we're trying to make that easier for her. Hello, hello. Now I may go back and cut up the rest of that bush, both of these bushes, and just use them, just so I can get rid of them. But Kenny, I don't even know if you can tell it on like the different shades of the greenery. I can definitely tell we do need more of that, just because it looks a little oddball. And I do not know what this one is either. These didn't have tags on them. So I'm just cutting them all off and just using them one at a time. This is on a Unique in the Creek oval board. Anybody here still hasn't used a Unique in the Creek board? Give me a thumbs up if you haven't used one. No shame, no shame. Well, I saw a couple of thumbs up. Just try them. I promise you'll like it. You just saw from Amazon 6 bushes for $13.99. Craft Outlet is still out. Just add this. So these boards, you don't have to just use mesh. You can use all greenery as well. Okay. From the live yesterday, I still have a couple of the XOXO rail kits. So that kit comes with everything you need to make it. All right, let's go ahead. Did we decide on the bow? Teeny. Should we use more of the farmhouse or more of the classy look? Y'all tell me. We're going to give that lantern a little more time to set up. Is there a video? If you purchased a kit, I do all of my kits live. So you can always find the replays on my YouTube channel, Monkey's Creations on YouTube. Farmhouse. Why did I know y'all were going to say that? Why did I know? Let's see how much is on this one. Got enough for a couple loops. So let's use the rest of this one. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. If I want the bow at the top or the bottom. I'm thinking the bottom. That way I can get my long tails. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this. Okay, so that means I can do long tails. Yeah, I'm thinking of bottom too. You love my shirt? Craft Outlet has the 20-inch. Okay. Is it the regular eucalyptus or the baby? Do you know? A bit of the wire sticking out. See if I can get one more loop out of this. And I can. See, I use every bit of my ribbon, y'all. Even if I can only get 1 or 2 loops out of it, I'm not going to waste it. Start our second loop over here. And just keep going. Is boxwood this? No, it is different, but that boxwood that we have been using with these flowers, you can get it all with the boxwood only with no flowers, and it would probably do the same. That would probably work. 2. So here's our third one at the 6 inch. Good morning. You typed in baby eucalyptus, and that's one of the things that came up. There you go. Look, Dana trying to rehire herself. But thank you. Dana did just share my YouTube channel, so that's where you'll find all the replays of my kits. All of my lives go onto YouTube, so that's where you can find all of my replays. And if you want the kits, my kits are available on my website at monkeyscreations.com. So if I have any kits, that's where you'll find them. So I don't have much. I wonder if I want to add, should I add another set of tails, y'all? Just say yes. The bow, my bow is, here's an easy way to remember it, 654 321. So 6 inch, 5 inch, 4 inch, 3 loops, 2 loops, 1 loop. Okay. Hey. So when I pull this up, I'll stick that under, and we'll just add another set of tails. And I don't have any black pipe cleaners in here, I do not believe. Oh, there's my scissors. So we're just going to use a natural, it'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to pull that up. Adding extra tails is a good way to use leftover ribbon as well, or just to, you know, kind of finish up the roll. The hard part is actually trying to hold on to all of that. Hi, hi. All right, cut that off. Yep, for every roll I finish, I get to buy 2 more. Okay, y'all, I can already tell my bow is not, hold on. See if I can. You want a nice stack on your bow, and what I mean by stack is here, but when I added that extra piece, my bow kind of got off a little bit, and there's no sense in me even trying to fluff that bow. So, because it will just, I will not be happy. So let's just do it right. And it doesn't mean I need to take the whole bow apart, I don't think. Let's see if we can salvage it. So we're going to put that extra tail already in. And let's see if I can line this bad boy back up. I can't. Let's just do it all over again, y'all. It'll be all right. But that's the key, is trying to make sure that that stack is nicely stacked. And if it's not, it is not going to fluff the way you want it to fluff. Okay? So my mistake is a teaching moment. So we all learned something today. Make sure your stacks are neatly stacked. Sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't. But our creases were already in there, so it makes it easier to throw it back together. There we go. All right, let's try it again, y'all. Okay, so see how it's stacked? That's the way I want it to stay. But when I took it off and I tried to add that other piece, the top kind of slipped a little bit. And I have just learned from experience just to start over, because it's not going to fluff the way I want it to fluff. Okay, so that right there is what you want. All right, let's try her again. Okay. Cut that down. All right, there we go. Now we'll get it fluffed a little bit more once I get it on there. So on these boards, the two pieces, the two holes right here at the top is considered the top of your board. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a zip tie in there that it will hang from. All right, so let's see. All right, so we're gonna snug that right in. Let me take my glasses off. I'm just bringing the pipe cleaners to the back. Making sure I'm kind of sitting in the middle. Now I will turn this over once I get these attached, but just give me a minute so I know where I'm at least trying to go. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over. So I'm going, here's the middle, and I'm going on each side. And then the top one will go in these holes. Okay. So now I'm going to cinch it, make sure it's good and tight. Now I'm not going to pull on this hard because remember we just attached it. So I'm going to try to find that middle. Okay, there we go. And by putting the bow here at the bottom, it will kind of hide and soften that bottom piece. Okay, so that's what it looks like. This will not fit between two doors. All right, and then our bow is going to go right here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So the bottom of, so these two corners down underneath are actually sitting on the board now. You could tell it was kind of off and shaken, but that's why. There we go. So now the two corners here and here that are on the bottom are both sitting a little bit on that board. So it's holding it, okay? So let's see if we can find... Let's see where I'm trying to go. Trying to get through all this greenery. Hold on, y'all. Going fishing. There we go. Whew. All right, making me sweat here, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm just going to cut these at a slant. And yes, I usually follow the slant of the ribbon. All right. Let's bring these up. Oh, did I miss? Nope, I got it. And then at the top, we can... I don't know, what do y'all think? Add like a small bow, like a one loop on each side, or just leave it? What do y'all think? I'm thinking it looks a little empty up there. Up in there. Leave it. Small bow. Y'all, look at all this mess. A butterfly. That's a good idea. Needs a little something, something. I'm just thinking a small one. Let's try a little small one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the tails on. Baby's breath. I don't like a baby's breath in that. Now I can definitely cut these tails down. You could definitely do a heart if you want to do it like a seasonal one. Add a heart, add a St. Patty's, add a star for 4th of July. So there's a lot you could do to personalize it and make it your own, for sure. Let's just do... Just do a 6-inch loop. And just see if we like it. A cardinal for sure. Butterflies. Absolutely. And these loops may be a little too big. Yeah, they're a little big. Let's do a 5-inch. Ah. I'm not going to cut those off yet until I know for sure. So I'm going to have it coming off this way. Since that bow is going that way, I'm going to have this one coming off this way. Sorry, this greenery is getting in my way, y'all. know if I like where I put that. The lantern is from Amazon. Let's see. No, I don't like that. But, hold on. Let's see if we can take it off of the actual lantern and put it on the board right here next to it. I just didn't like the way it was sitting. Yeah. Things that make a girl sway it. I like that a little bit better. Whew. Dre, on our last live show, you and Scott are experts on bow, and you go and have to. Stop! There you go. There's that bottom bow, so definitely softens. Yes, the length. Hold on. Let me see where it's at. It does. I did put the batteries in it. Let me see if I can turn off some lights so you can see it. Raise this up just a little bit more. There you go. Well, that's it. That's all, folks. So I will probably go back and add the rest of this greenery just so I can get rid of it. So if you want it, go purchase it off my website because more money is going into it. So you're getting an awesome deal on this wreath. Just saying. All right. So there you go, y'all. All right, I am out of here. I am off to work on orders. I've got some new Santas coming. What else? What else? VIP, we will see you tonight for wreath critique. And that's it. That's it. So you all have an amazing day, and I will probably see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.